Hi, everybody. Okay, so this is the February energy forecast for each zodiac sign, and this is for your sun sign. And as always, check the description for timestamps to help you navigate to your zodiac sign in the video. Also, you will find information about the new moon and the full moon so that you can set those new intentions or you can release what no longer works for you. So, okay, let's get started with Aries. Aries is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, Aries, this is a lack mentality, okay? This is you sitting in an energy where I'm getting that you're comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing your level of success to other people, and you're feeling unworthy. You're feeling not good enough. You're feeling like you haven't accomplished enough, okay? So this energy is only going to increase those feelings, okay? This is the type of energy that you send out into the universe, and the universe answers you with more of this energy, okay? So the longer that you sit in this lack mentality, the longer you will actually lack abundance, okay? So you need to break this cycle. You need to remind yourself that this is your individual journey and that you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You're learning the lessons that you're supposed to be learning right now. Maybe you're not advancing as quickly as someone else, but you're not supposed to compare yourself to their journey, okay? You're not supposed to look at them and say, why am I here and they are there? Why are they so successful, but nothing is happening for me? No. Okay, you need to remind yourself that you are headed in the right direction. Ask yourself if you're doing the work. Are you putting in the effort? Okay, or are you expecting something in return for nothing? Okay, you have to give out in order to receive. Okay, so just keep that in mind this month, Aries. All right, Taurus. Taurus is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Taurus, the Wheel of Fortune represents fate, karma, karmic cycles, okay? Things that are destined, okay? So think of it as a wheel of fortune, like the game. and you spin this wheel, or the wheel is constantly spinning, okay? And it stops on these predetermined phases or cycles. Okay, so whichever predetermined cycle that you are in right now, Taurus, know that that's coming to an end. Okay, maybe you've learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn in this particular karmic phase, and now the wheel can spin again and it can kind of point you in another direction. Okay, so this month is about closing one karmic cycle and starting another one. Okay. And you might want to look for you, Taurus. I feel like it's very important for you to check when the full moon is happening, and it'll be mid-month, around mid-month. But you need to look and see where that full moon is happening this month, Taurus, okay? Take a look at what sign it's happening in. If you know where that sign sits in your birth chart, okay? And you can find this information online with your birth date and your time of birth and your location. But if you know where that sign sits in your birth chart, Taurus, you can have a pretty good idea of what area of your life this cycle will come to an end, okay? And because the full moon is about releasing things, okay, closing out cycles, all right? So try and gather that information, and that'll kind of point you in what direction this card is referencing, okay? And you can always, I mean, if you're watching this and you're a Taurus and none of that made sense, you can always contact me and I can help you find the information that you're looking for with your birth chart, okay, if you have the right information. And then we can go from there. So, okay, Gemini. Gemini is the Four of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups is distraction, apathy, lack of motivation, loss of focus, disinterest, lack of movement. And the cups are the emotions, okay? The cups are normally relation-based, okay? So there's been no movement in a particular relationship for you, Gemini, okay? And this could be you. This could be you just feeling disinterested and unmotivated to really work at this relationship. Maybe you've lost interest. Maybe you're focused. A lot of times with the Four of Cups, if you look at the imagery, you can see that the skull is looking at the big shiny cup. And then there's these little less interesting looking cups, okay? Well, these less interesting cups normally represent the details that you should be focused on, okay? But the skull is focused on the bigger picture, the brighter picture, the grass on the other side of the fence, per se, where you're focused on what could be, what isn't, but you're missing these little details. You're missing the information that you need to make the situation that you're in the situation that you're fantasizing about or that you're fixated on, okay? So take a look at that this month, Gemini, okay? Take a look at one of your close relationships, one of your personal relationships. Are you finding yourself disconnecting from it? Ask yourself why. Are you focused on what this relationship isn't? Are you comparing it to something that maybe somebody else has that you think is so much better and so much more dynamic and so much more fun and interesting, and you're missing what makes your relationship special? So just take a look at that, Gemini. And again, I feel like for you, the new moon might be important because the new moon is about setting new intentions. So you might want to take a look at the energy around that new moon, take a look at what sign it's happening in and see if that sign has anything to do with the relationships in your life, okay? Or your home life, okay? And see if maybe that would be a good time for you to set some intentions to view your relationship differently. If this is something that you don't want to lose, this relationship, if this is something that you actually want to hold on to, then you need to kind of, pull yourself back from this daydreaming and fantasizing and distraction and, see what you need to do, like I said, to transform this relationship into that something special that I feel like it was initially, okay? All right, Cancer. Cancer is the Tower. Okay, this is like heavy. This is okay. So the Tower. The Tower scares people, but it shouldn't. The Tower is unexpected change, chaos, upheaval, and it happens to push you in another direction, to direct you somewhere else, to push you out of your comfort zone, to create an environment that you need to actually change something about yourself to exist in this new environment. Okay, you need to let things go. You need to realize that you can't control everything. This is kind of what the Tower card represents, okay? It's a reminder that we do not have the amount of control that we think we do, okay, Cancer? So in February, this card suggests that there will be a Tower moment. There will be something that happens emotionally or physically where you find yourself saying, I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why the universe is doing this to me. Why have I been put in this situation? Okay, well, you've been put in this situation to make decisions, to force you to make decisions, okay? To force you to move in another direction, to force you to take the next move, okay? Maybe you've been procrastinating about something important, something that you feel the universe pushing you toward, but you just haven't taken that step, okay? You haven't made the change or walked away from something or admitted something, okay? Or come to grips with something, whatever it is, okay? This doesn't have to be physical. This doesn't have to be, losing your job or something. This can be emotional. This can be a spiritual thing, okay, where you are forced to confront something and you can no longer ignore it, okay? And this February, you're going to have one of those tower moments, Cancer, okay? That something's going to drastically change for you and inside you, okay? And like I said, it's for the greater good, okay? Because you've been heading in the wrong direction, or you've been just wallowing in like the same place for too long, and the universe is going to just kick you in the ass and be like, look. So, heads up for that. All right, Leo. Leo is the high priestess. Okay, the high priestess is intuition, okay? And like your fifth dimension voice speaking to you, okay? So for you, Leos, whatever it is that you encounter this February that might seem a little bit complicated, or maybe you have decisions to make, okay? Important decisions. This is saying, trust your intuition, trust your gut, okay? Trust that initial impression of something, because that's our gut, okay? You walk into a situation and you're like, this feels a little dodgy. Well, that's your gut speaking, okay? That's before you have time to process, the environment and everything, your gut reacted, okay? That's your intuition, all right? You meet somebody new, or you're in a group of people, and just so fast, you're like, I get a bad vibe from this person. That's your gut, okay? That's your intuition, all right? That's your fifth dimension voice, ringing a bell and telling you, look, warning, 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 you get a bad vibe from this person. This person is bad vibes, okay? And then what happens is our ego steps in, silences our intuition, and we kind of mold a situation into our comfort zone, okay? Like maybe we ignore our intuition about a certain person because we feel guilty about thinking that way about them, or they haven't done anything to deserve us thinking that they are a bad vibe, but our gut tells us not to trust them, okay? But we force ourselves to trust them, okay? We force them into a mold that makes us comfortable, but maybe it's not true, and then we end up whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so Leos, trust your intuition this coming month, okay? Like I said, with whatever situation crops up, okay? And I feel like you'll know it when you're in it, all right? I can't tell you exactly what it's going to be, but I feel like you're going to be in a situation where it's very, very important that your initial gut reaction be listened to, okay? All right, Virgo. Virgo is the Three of Cups. Okay, well, the Three of Cups, Virgo, is celebration, emotional celebration, a gathering of friends and family to celebrate something, an achievement, an emotional milestone, whatever that is, okay? So don't say no to this month, okay? Because I always feel like these Three of Cups emotional celebrations, I feel like they show up because you need this. You need this energy. You need to be around people that you trust, people that you know really, really well. And you need to allow yourself to celebrate them and allow them to celebrate you. This is like a joint, the threes are normally like collaboration and working together. So I feel like this is like a joint celebration of each other, okay? And allow yourself to enjoy that this month. Maybe this is a Valentine's Day thing. Maybe instead of spending Valentine's Day with somebody special, maybe you're gonna have a friend day where you guys just get together and celebrate each other, celebrate the affection that you have for each other, okay? And if that's what that is, enjoy it, okay? Because that renews and revitalizes everybody's soul, okay, Virgo? All right, Libra. Libra is the King of Cups. Okay, Libra, this is emotional control. Okay, But I feel like this is like extreme emotional control. Sometimes to me, the King of Cups, and think of it, the cups is emotion, all right? Emotion, relationships. And for me, the King of Cups is like the person who is so in control of their emotions that they're just unfeeling, that they just are so logical, that everything must be logical. Everything must make sense to them, This isn't always a good thing. I mean, of course, in some situations, if you allow your emotions to run wild, it could be a disaster, of course. There's always, it's balance. Everything in the universe should be balanced. We should obviously approach things with equal logic and equal emotion. But this is all logic. This is all not allowing yourself to feel. Okay, maybe you think it makes you weak. Maybe you're afraid of unleashing these emotions and exposing yourself like that in a situation. Maybe you're afraid to be vulnerable. Okay, maybe for whatever reason, Libra, you've equated being emotional with being vulnerable. Okay, King of Cups, we all know, there's a lot of men that don't want to be seen crying because they think it makes them look weak, or they've been told that crying is for girls, so they control their emotions, they suppress their emotions, and that's this King of Cups energy, is suppressing your emotions, and then just telling yourself, look, I'm just in control of my emotions, I'm not suppressing anything, I'm just somebody that doesn't allow my emotions to control my life. So look at this, Libra, because I feel like this month there's a situation coming at you that is going to challenge this King of Cups energy. It's going to demand that you react emotionally. And I feel like some of you are going to have a hard time doing that because you've been so in control of your emotions for so long that you're not going to recognize exactly how to react emotionally. Okay, so my advice, the universe is my advice, and the universe advice, I still said that wrong, is for you to be okay with it. Be okay when those emotions start to surface. Okay, because it's not always about being the most controlled, unemotional person in the room. Sometimes we need to show our emotions, maybe in support of somebody else, or maybe just to remind ourselves that we're human, okay? And it is a cleansing. When you let it all out, it's out, okay? When you control those emotions, suppress those emotions, you're keeping it inside, and it's rotting away inside, okay? So sometimes the best thing that you can do is just let it out, cry it out, scream it out, laugh it out, whatever. Okay, so just keep that in mind, Libra, that when you feel emotional this coming month, let it go, let it flow freely through you. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio is judgment. Okay, this is a awakening, clarity. I get that this is finding your direction. Okay, this is something happening for you this month, Scorpio, where you feel very, very clear on the direction that you've chosen to go. Okay, I mean, this is what I'm getting for you. So maybe some of you have been questioning a decision or thinking about changing something or changing your path or whatever, and you're going to get clarity on that this month. You're going to get a sign. So pay attention, stay open, pay attention to dreams and synchronicities and things like that, which is how the universe communicates. But you're going to get a sign and a clear indication that you're on the right life path, okay? All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the 9 of Swords. Okay, Sagittarius. And I'm getting that this is kind of like a little bit of a carryover from last month. That February you're going to find yourself sitting in this restless, anxious, worrying, overthinking energy. What are you overthinking, Sagittarius? What is it that's keeping you awake at night? What is it that is preying on your mind? Okay? This energy is really heavy. I'm getting that this is really heavy energy for you. So my suggestion would be, this is telling you that you need to let it go this month, that you're hanging on to this energy, and it's just completely, like, it's so heavy you can't move under it, kind of is what I'm getting. So, okay, so what do you do to break away? You figure out first, you ask yourself, what is it that I'm feeling most anxious about? What is it that I'm worrying the most about? And a lot of times we're overthinking and we're worrying about something. So I'm sorry, I've been sick, so I'm sorry. A lot of times the thing that we convince ourselves that we are feeling anxious about is not the thing we're feeling anxious about. We've buried it so deep, or we just don't want to think about it, or we don't want to admit that it bothers us, that we cover it with other, like, superficial things that become so important. Okay? But there's something, Sagittarius, that you've buried. Okay? And it's creeping to the surface. I'm looking at this imagery, and I'm kind of seeing whatever this is that you've buried. It's getting closer and closer to the surface, and you're getting more and more worried about it because you haven't dealt with it. You haven't released it. I don't know what it is, but this month you need to really take a look at this. You need to clear this away. You need to meditate. You need to find some quiet time to yourself where you just ask yourself some questions. Why am I dealing with this? Why have I suppressed this? Why am I allowing this to keep me up at night? What can I do to change? Talk to people, okay? So good luck with that. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn is the moon. Okay, Capricorn, this is anxiety again, okay? But this is anxiety that's generated because you cannot clearly see the path ahead, okay? When you think about the moon, all right, the moon is always, obviously, the moon is always full, per se. But for most of the month, we only see, phases of it, okay? And then, boom, it's full. But even though we can only see half or a quarter or a little crescent or a little sliver, or even if it's completely eclipsed, it doesn't matter. It's always there, okay? The full picture is always there. We just can't see it, okay? So the moon card, that's what the energy is of the moon card, okay? We can't see the full picture. We don't have all of the details. We don't have all of the answers, okay? We're unclear about something, all right? And it gives us anxiety. It makes us doubt, okay? It also makes us fill in the blanks, okay, Capricorn? When we can't see all of the details, or we don't have all of the answers, some of us, and I don't know if I feel like if this is speaking to you, you start to fill in the blanks. You start to make assumptions, okay? You start to jump to conclusions, all right? Well, this card is telling you that this month, there's that energy surrounding you where you're jumping to conclusions. You're assuming things because you don't have all of the information that you need, because it's not time yet for you to have all of the information, okay? We can't force the moon to be full just because we want to see it, okay? You have to wait. You have to wait for it to reveal itself. And this is what this card means, Capricorn. There's something that's taking its time revealing itself to you. That's taking its time filling in the blanks and completing the story. All right? You're getting a little bit impatient and you're getting a little bit anxious about it, but there's nothing you can do about it. You have to just wait and trust the process and allow whatever this is to unfold in its own time frame, okay? And do not jump to conclusions. Do not jump to assumptions, okay? Until you have the full picture, and then you can make an informed decision, okay? I hope that made sense. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius is the Page of Cups. Okay, Aquarius. This is like a new love coming into your life, okay? This is like a new emotional attachment coming into your life this month, okay? And you're open for this. You're already open and willing for this. You're waiting for it. You're looking forward to it. I feel that you have called this energy toward you, okay? So this is telling you that the universe is prepared to send this new emotional attachment your way, because like I said, you've manifested it. All right, you've put yourself in an energy that is open to receiving this. Okay, so stay open, you know, and allow yourself to emotionally connect with some new people this month, Aquarius. Okay, enjoy that. All right, enjoy these new people coming into your social circle, to your emotional circle. Allow yourself to connect with them, okay? You might find exactly what you're looking for, okay? All right, Pisces. Okay, Pisces is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the Six of Pentacles, oh, okay, this is, okay. Generally, the Six of Pentacles is like give and receive, charity, give back, pay it forward. Okay, I'm not getting that for you, Pisces. I'm getting a very, very heavy focus on the give and take here, energy, okay? You need to focus this month on, and it's like a material, this isn't emotional, this is like a material thing, but what is it that you are asking of people? How much are you asking people to do for you? And what are you doing for them in return? I mean, that's a pretty simple message, but there's an imbalance happening there, okay? And I feel like that's what it is. I'm just feeling, like I said, how much are you asking for? And how much are you giving? Okay, are you keeping the cycle going? Or are you just sitting back and demanding things of people and not reciprocating? You know, you can't do that because that just is negative energy. You can't do that. That, like I said, that just generates negative energy and bad emotional attachments and whatever. So just make sure that you're keeping that cycle of give and take as balanced as possible. And on the reverse of that, on the reverse side of that, if you, Pisces, are feeling like demands are being made of you, but no one is meeting your demands, that's also an imbalance. And that's also something that you need to fix. Okay, you need to confront it. So it's either an internal confrontation, because obviously if you're the one making demands, you need to talk to yourself about that. You need to tell yourself, look, this is not the type of person I want to be. This is not the energy that I want to put out there. Okay, that's a conversation you need to have with yourself. But if you're on the other side of the coin and you're the one who is constantly meeting someone else's demands, you're constantly giving your energy to someone else's plan and you're not receiving anything back, that's a conversation you need to have with that person. You need to be like, look, you know, why am I always doing for you and you're not doing for me? Why is this so out of sync? Okay, so take a look at that, Pisces. But it's definitely this month very, very, very heavy energy, very strong energy on, you know, what you're putting out versus what's coming back. Okay, and no matter what side of the coin you're on there. Okay, you just need to take a look at that energy this month. So, okay, there we go. The February energy forecast for each zodiac sign, your sun sign. Like I said, Check the description for timestamps to help you navigate the video, and also for the information about the new moon, which is new intentions, and the full moon, which is releasing things that no longer serve us. So thank you, of course, for watching. I hope everybody has a healthy, happy, positive month, and I will see you next time. Bye.